Good morning, Hit Nation. My name is Roy, and this will be my Worthless Half a Penny Part 23. The problem is that wasn't supposed to be the topic of today. I actually found a way to record the videos the way that I want to record the videos, to record the words the way that I want to record the words, because what happens a lot of times is I listen back to something that I said, and I say something stupid, not because I don't know it, but because my mind is not keeping up with my mouth in a way, right? But then I was going to record that, and I saw the comments about. I honestly hadn't seen anything until today about everything that Jason Tatum did that is imitating and copying previous champions. Tatum, my man, Tatum, seriously. Jason Tatum is a great basketball player. Okay, he can't carry a team, so I don't think he's at the superstar level. But he's definitely a star and definitely a great player and definitely one of the best out there, and definitely a guy that, with all the structure that the Celtics actually invested in their team, deserved to win this ring. As much as it has that asterisk of all of the injuries that they faced coming up to the finals, they still got it, and they didn't do it out of the blue, right? It's not like they were the 8th seed and only faced injured teams to get to the finals. They got the easiest path because they were so good in the regular season, and they were very dominant in the regular season, like I said, with both the East and the West. So no one should reasonably contest the fact that the Celtics won a ring that they deserved winning, regardless of the fact that there is an asterisk on that ring. If they want to do it healthy, they have to do it against healthy teams. They have to do it against healthy teams. They have to do it against the best of the best. I don't think that this year they were presented with the best of the best, even in the finals. The pile up of injuries, the fact that a few of the, especially the Nuggets, right, being one of the greatest teams out there, they completely missed a step. I think that it were going to be a much tougher matchup for the Celtics coming back of a championship if they were able to get back to the finals, but they weren't. And then all the injuries in the East, the asterisk exists. It doesn't take away the fact, doesn't take from the fact that they deserved the ring. But Jason Tatum going on this campaign, because this is a campaign. If you do it once, he's just plagiarizing. But if you do it the way that he's doing it, and I'm going to talk about what he's doing soon, it's not plagiarizing. That's a campaign. What is that campaign? What is that supposed to mean? First of all, you can say the Celtics won 18 banners, just like you can say the Lakers have 17 banners. But we all know that a lot of those banners happened in times that the NBA was not even the NBA, and it wasn't as competitive as it is right now. There were other rings that they won that were extremely competitive. The Lakers against Celtics era, for example, right? Magic versus Bird era. Obviously, that's an era that you'll never be able to dismiss unless you want to dismiss two of the greatest basketball players of all time. But regardless of that, if that celebration is done with Tatum first screaming, "We're champions, we won, we did it," like Garnett did, or then saying what they're going to say now, like Steph Curry did, taking the corny picture like Kobe did, that is a sacred picture to me. You don't imitate that ever. Never, ever, ever you imitate that. That is completely incorrect to do it. That was a moment that Kobe was going that was very personal, and the only reason that it became such an iconic photo is because it was spontaneous. Recreating that to me is blasphemy. Just like sending a text to Kobe. You don't even know Kobe. We got you a couple of years back, right? Against the Warriors that they lost. Doing the champagne thing like Chris Bosh did. Like, Tatum, you are your own man, but it doesn't seem like you know that. Maybe you're being coached incorrectly when it comes to your image. But because you're a good guy, it seems like you're a good guy, honestly. If I was to direct this and Tatum ever listened to me, which I am a no one, and Tatum is a champion of the NBA. And I'm just saying, it just looks bad. Not to Boston fans, granted. To Boston fans, nothing looked bad, and it shouldn't. If it were us, and it was Jimmy Butler doing that imitation, we wouldn't care. But to everybody else, it looks horrible. Like, can't you do something? Can you come up with something that is 100% you? Can't you be yourself? Do you need to copy every other viral moment to have some sort of identity? What are people going to say? Tatum recreated every iconic moment in what? Like, man, you are, this is your first ring. If there was a time for you to be original, that would be now. So when they say that the Celtics don't have an aura, I don't know about that. For Boston, they have an aura that's seen from Jupiter right now. So like, don't worry about that. Nobody wanted the Celtics to win, besides the Celtics and people that are Celtics sympathizers, but and perhaps fans of the players that they have there. But that's it. But that's also true of the Miami Heat when we go to the finals. That's also true of the Nuggets when they went to the finals. And they don't have as many fans, and they didn't have the tradition that the Celtics have. So obviously, this is something that all those things, they don't have an aura, or people are not talking about it because this was a boring championship. It was boring, but I'm not saying that Miami Heat and the Nuggets were much better. Pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. If you look at the levels of the teams that were playing, the Nuggets represent the Celtics. Miami Heat represent the Mavericks. You know, it was boring as well because it was one team that is much superior to the other team. In this case, again, one team that is dominant comparison to the other team. So it's a boring championship, especially with everything that they did to get there. It's boring. But it's a championship, and it deserves a celebration. So why not celebrate your way? That's what everybody says. That's why Tatum is a corny guy. And when we say corny, we don't say corny in a good way. We say corny in a horrible way. Like corny, no identity kind of guy. Anyway, I hope that's the last of it. F Boston, and let's go Heat.